yeah. 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 Oh, poop, here we go. Yes, it's that time again. Hide the women and children. Hide them. It's that time again for Letter It Friday. It's Friday, everybody. It is Friday. Oh, hopefully everybody's been having a good week. The new year's been going off well. Everything's been doing good for all of you. Hopefully. Hide the bourbon. Hide the bourbon. Get it out of here. What pipers we got in here tonight? The collapse experiment. You're gonna have to call in tonight, pal. I missed you last Friday. You gotta call in tonight, pal, because I wanna discuss some of the stuff you had going on. Because I'm fairly curious about this run, hide, fight, shoot, run, blast, upside down, around, whichever. So, Titan Piper, I want to hear about this. Speaking of that, I probably need to get the Google Voice up, because that's how you get in touch with me. That's how we chat. That's how we chat, how we talk live on the Letter It Friday show. Oh, I'm so glad it's Friday. Hey there, Donald Graham, PVD. Todd A's in the house. Burley Nut. Bob. This is how we roll. Okay, this is how we roll. Let's see who else we got in here. I think I said, hey, Donald Graham. I'm pretty sure I got you. Donald Hughes is in the house. The infamous tailgater. See, we also have Picking and Piping's in the house. Welcome aboard. Welcome aboard. Kevin. Welcome aboard. Boris, what time is it over there, pal? Wasn't it midnight when you were watching Donald Hughes? Boris does not sleep. Okay. Just want everybody to be aware. NC Piper is in the house. Yes, ma'am. Patrick Grant. Eric Oliver, welcome aboard. John Adams. AZ Hawk. WKR Piper in Cincinnati. Yes, indeed. Louisiana, Texas Piper. He likes it, you know, he's all over the place. Literally. Let's see who else we got in the house. Keeping it rolling. Everybody's checking their tens, checking their rankings. What is happening in here? 4 a.m. Maybe you should be 4 a.m. on the patio. Boris does not sleep. I don't know why, because I can't stop sleeping. I'm so tired all the time. I can't help it. So yes, poop. I am going to poke the bear. Bears, lions, tigers and bears. Oh my. I'm gonna poke them because I'm tired of it. I don't really care. I really don't. So if they ban this channel, it's because I poked too hard. I poked right at them. I said I don't even care. What's wrong with you freaking social media groups?
Welcome to the 21st century, Buck Rogers.
Yellow Brick Road, baby. Shade Tree got the samples. I think everybody's got the samples except for the Canucks. The Canadians. Is Canucks, is that like derogatory? I don't know if that's derogatory. Simmer down, John Adams says. Can't do it. Just can't do it. Everybody should have them except for the Canadians because all international shipping is done by my wife. So take it up with her. She's She's in charge. She is in charge. If you are new to the channel, make sure that you do !10 so you can check out your rankings and check out what you have in the bank. What's in the bank? Boy, we got some guys that are heavy in the bank. Heavy in the bank. Right now, we got some hot matches. Hot matches. Which includes Donald Hughes, Todd A, PVD, Boris the Piper, and WKR Piper in Cincinnati. Yes, indeed. I am going to make a quick housekeeping request. Make sure that everybody is please being nice to each other. Please. We will probably... I want to be the reason that somebody doesn't come back. I don't want somebody in the chat to be the reason that somebody doesn't come back. So leave it to me to destroy the amount of viewers that we get. Please leave it to me. So we are going to have some of that day in history, some birthdays. We're going to talk a bit about social media. We're going to talk about a few things. We're going to talk about unofficial and official pipe sponsors. I'd like to thank the Briar Report for informally sponsoring the fact that he sent me all of these wonderful tampers. So these things are just beauties. First time callers, long time lurkers, get an opportunity to spin for those, which is nice. I am going to smoke. Donald Hughes said on his live stream earlier today, "Hey there, Patrick Childers, how you doing?" Exclamation poop. You know, isn't that that's another one I need to write down. Poop on you, Ron Burgundy. Poop on you. Is that what he says? Repeats of the last week's smoke. What does that mean, AZ Hawk? I'm not even sure. But I know that Donald Hughes was talking specifically about, he likes cigars, he likes the sticks, and he couldn't quite find a good cigar blend. And I'll tell you, I'm like, as many cigars as I like to smoke, I find myself drawn back to Country Lawyer over and over and over again because it's so good. It's just so good. Patrick Joe says, almost too cold to smoke my pipe outside. Well, why don't you light you a fire out there? Get some fire going. I mean, that'll help you probably more than anything. So let's go ahead and let's get us a bowl going. What happened to my lighter? Why is it smokers can't ever find their dang lighters? There he is. This is a Todd A special right here. Bam. But yes indeed. Things have gotten bizarre and strange, to say the least. I have been watching a lot of videos on alternative social media platforms, things of that nature. Just trying to figure out COVID. Just trying to figure out. That's nice. I had to sneeze. Trying to figure out if I should also be posting on alternative social media. I mean, why not? I don't know how we went from 27 to 24 in like 2 seconds. It's probably because I was talking something on pipe related. But I will say this. There is a lot more out there in terms of different types of media, in terms of social media. I did not realize how many different types of social media are out there, which is a little overwhelming. And one of the biggest hesitations, because why not? One of the biggest hesitations is that in terms of making content, making videos, is people are always wondering, what should I make? What should I do? How should I do it? Is anybody going to watch it? You've got the learning something new. You've got the self-doubt situation. I mean, there's a numerous amount of things that prevent you from just doing it, and really just Nike the crap out of that and just do it. You know, I mean, it's like, don't wait. Get on there and you know, just try something out. You know, try something and see if anybody's gonna like your stuff. You know.
You're not going to amount to jack squat.
That's not true. Okay, all right, that's not true. We're loading up the bulb. Smoking in a little cobby. Good stuff. Good stuff. Also, while you're at it, don't forget that. Oh. All right. I have been warned. I have been warned, and I have.
I always have.
Well, hello, pal. Well, hello.
Hey.
Oh.
4GT.
There, go on up there. All right. Use your left hand a little bit more. It'll be a little bit easier.
It's a 4GT.
It's a Ford GT. Why don't you show them how the doors open? You're wearing your mom's tennis shoes.
Yeah. This is how the doors open.
You know, there's presidents that wore their mom's shoes. I think.
Huh?
Nothing.
The presidents?
No, there's not. He's so tired. He ain't feeling good, everybody. He's a little worn out. He's been doing a lot of schooling. He's been trying to get along.
So I'll show you how the doors open again.
Show him how the doors open.
Bam. Like this. Here, I'll show
Ben
you
Greenman said, "Is this a Ford GT for ants?"
No, it's just a pullback.
A pullback. It's a pullback. The wheel. I get you. It's a pullback. I thought you were gonna say a throwback. I was like, that's not a very old car. Throwback is where are you going? He's confused. A throwback means like that toy. That toy is a throwback. Grab that toy. Let's show everybody a throwback. Grab the robot, Mr. 2002. Now, this is something. This is something that my parents are selling their house, and they found in their house none other than
The 4GT.
the king of tobacco smoking robots. What was his name anyways? I can't remember his name, but this is the guy right here. This is it.
Does it say his name?
I don't think it says his
Did you
name.
name him?
No, I didn't name him. I think he came. I think that he was supposed to be from the future, the year 2002, which is 2002 is not really the future anymore.
Yeah.
Here you go. Put him back over there, pal.
It's way in the past.
It's way in the past.
We're in 2021.
2021. Are you having a good New Year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at that card.
Oh.
See this? Oh. Oops. That messed up.
Oh yeah, it did. It's about to get worse over there. The more you touch things, the worse it's gonna get. I don't know. I think I'd just leave it alone. I'll fix it later.
Okay. There we go.
There we go.
We're good.
We're good. Is that it?
You might not be able to see
Oh,
in the back.
yeah, they can still kind of see you. All right, is that it for you, pal? Short and
yeah.
sweet, to the
Yeah.
point.
Yeah, I'm laying in my parents' bed because I'm feeling sick. Bye.
You tell everybody good night.
Good night. If you're watching this live,
Oh yeah.
you are the best people in the world.
Oh, that was nice. I love you.
If you're not watching it live, you're still the best people in the world.
If you're not watching it live, you're still the best people in the world. PVD said night, Martin. Boris Piper said good night. John Adams said night, Martin. Look at them all telling you night, sweet dreams. Look at you. Go do it.
I actually went to Hawaii.
He did go to Hawaii.
That's one of the like, what's it called? I know the
Islands?
word.
Islands?
No.
Archipelago? Vacation destination?
No, like one of the most rare vacations. Not a lot of people have been there.
Not a lot of people have been there, unless they're in the military. So, get to feeling better.
Yeah, but in the military, it wasn't like a beach, and they played there.
Well, they can a little bit.
A little bit.
Love you. Good night.
Night. These shoes are hard to walk in.
Oh man, I hope you get to it. I hope you get to it. Love you. What's good about it? Love you. That kid, man. That kid. It was some beach. It's a huge beach. I'm telling you, that kid, wild horses could not pull him away from the live stream. He just can't do it. He always gets on and watches later, like he wants to see the comments, things like that. We'll see if we have to give him his own YouTube. If we do that, then I might this might be over, because I don't know if I'll have any time to myself to do any of this. So again, yes, we've got we're gonna talk a little bit about the things that are going on in the world. We're gonna again have the birthdays, this day in music, history. Yeah, well, you get a little bit of everything on this show.
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
Who did ask? Somebody had to do. What did? Hey there, Andrew Sirigliano, the Bluefin Piper. Did somebody do ask? Somebody did ask. I feel like maybe Andrew. Andrew, did you do ask? I don't know how you did it. Oh, the class experiment. Beatles or Stones? Beatles. Beatles all the way for me. There's very little by the Stones that I like. And I have tried. I've really tried. For all you out there too. What do you say, Beatles or Stones? I'm Beatles. I'm Beatles all day. So again, like Typing Piper from the Collapse Experiment just did, exclamation point ask, and it will flag me to let me know that you have a question. And you can ask your question right after you do exclamation point ask, space your question. And it'll also give you a nice, I don't know if it's nice. I don't know how I'll get away with that one. But yeah, that's a tough one. You know, it is a tough one, but I've really tried. I have really tried to get into the Stones. I've really tried with the Stones. I really have. Does anybody know what the heck that freaking robot's name is? Did anybody say it in the chat earlier? Because I can't remember. I cannot remember for the life of me what the heck that freaking thing is called. Oh yeah, don't forget, you gotta hit that smash that like button. Smash it.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is
only one. Yes, it is. This is the only prescription. The only prescription. There's more cowbell. But yeah, like I am looking at a lot of alternative media because at some point, and we have been talking about this for a while in the YTPC. I mean, this is why Phil from the Briar Report has been on it. Doggone it. Phil from the Briar Report has been on it. And that is the fact that at any time they could shut us down. And it seems like they're coming up with more and more reasons all the time. And it's kind of annoying. And I don't like it. I think it's stupid. I really think it's stupid. But I know that Kane Rod's already started going over to God, what the heck is it called again? Rumble. Let's get ready to get sued. Let's get ready to get lawsuits. Did you know that that's, I think it's, I don't know if it's copyright or whatever it is. What there's something they've got. That guy's got that. He's got that lot. Also, my smell is only about 40% back. It's a bit strange. The fact that I can't really smell the smoke as much as I used to, it's hindering me a lot, because one of the things I loved doing was tobacco reviews, and without my ability to smell as well as I used to, I can't legitimately do it because the smell is not there. I can't tell you what all the smells and tastes are. We can smell you just fine, Donald Hughes says. Thanks, pal. But I do like the cigar leaf in the Country Lawyer. Donald Hughes, I figure you should probably want to give that one a try. It's got good stuff. It's got good stuff. Look at Louisiana Texas Piper. He's got a Rumble account. Classical Pipes is over there. Classical Pipes is over there exclusively. But it's weird. Like, he gave a video on how we're supposed to do it, which is real nice of him. Oh, really, Andrew? There's an exercise to accelerate my smell? Huh. Because I legitimately would like to get my smell back. I would thoroughly enjoy to have my smell all the way back, because I'm telling you, like, it's frustrating. It's very, very frustrating, because I mean, it's just hard to do it. But you said it was on the Pipe Magazine radio show. Pipe Magazine. They're kind of getting everything with that, aren't they? Try smelling certain essential oils and retain your brain to recognize these. This sounds like true exercises, which if I was doing lots of exercises, well, you know, whatever. Let's say happy birthday to none other than the controversial, and I can't wait to talk about this guy with somebody in the chat, Mr. Ben Shapiro. Mr. Ben Shapiro, born in Los Angeles, California. He's 37 years old today. He looks like he's like 14. He's a journalist and political commentator who's hosts the podcast and syndicated radio program The Ben Shapiro Show, which is probably one of the last places now, besides Fox News, that you're gonna see My Pillow commercial. By the way, My Pillow is awesome. My wife got me one. It's legit. I'm good with it. He has worked as the editor-in-chief of the Daily Wire and has written columns for Newsweek. He has written books such as Project President, Bad Hair, and Botox on the Road to the White House. He graduated from high school when he was 16 years old and later graduated from Harvard Law School in 2007. He wrote his first book, Brainwashed: How Universities Indoctrinate America's Youth, when he was 17 years old. He is known for sharing his political views on Twitter, where he has amassed over 3.5 million followers. However, that number has started to go down. Going down. Oh no! Oh no! The chat is getting salty. His sister is YouTuber Classically Abby. He married More Toledano in 2008 and had a daughter in 2014 and a son in 2016. His cousin is former child actress Mara Wilson. Also on this day, the Rolling Stones were forced to change the lyrics of Let's Spend the Night Together to Let's Spend Some Time Together when appearing on the US TV The Ed Sullivan Show. After the producers objected to the content of the lyrics, Jagger ostentatiously rolled his eyes at the TV camera while singing the changed lyrics, resulting in host Ed Sullivan announcing that the Rolling Stones would be banned from performing on his show ever again. Speaking of bands, also on this day, 1967, in the first Super Bowl, the Green Bay Packers defeat the Kansas City Chiefs in Los Angeles. Also on this day, 1943, the Pentagon headquarters of the Department of Defense was completed after just 16 months of construction. Get those guys to come build me a freaking house then, because that's downright amazing. Sure is. Sure is downright amazing. I tell you. I tell you. I'm just saying, because I would love, I mean, 16 months to build that monstrosity, to build that huge thing. Ooh. Yes. We shall get into it again with a couple more insightful little sounds, jokes. Let's see. Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? Great food, no atmosphere. I can't breathe. What do melons? Why do melons have weddings? Because they can't elope. They can't elope. They can't elope. They can't elope. They just can't. They just can't. Let's see. Yeah, now I fixed that thing. I was trying to figure out what was wrong with that. I couldn't tell. You know, it's just how it goes. Yes, we will have an opportunity to do some gambling tonight. We like to do some gambling. Sure do. Don't hurt yourself. What are your own jokes? They're not my jokes. I just found them on the internet and I like to read them. My jokes. If I were to tell you some jokes, I probably would get kicked off YouTube. And this is not to stir up political conversations or debates, but what does everybody think about all of the banning on the social media platforms? And what do you think about what's that other one? The not Rumble, but what's the other one? It's like the counter to Twitter. Hey there, Chris Garcia. Welcome aboard. What is that other one? That's that's like the alternative to Parler. Donald Hughes got it. Parler. What does everybody think about that being shut down? Now I've got a buddy that is in. I've got a pal.
Just look at that grain. Are you looking?
Are you looking? What are you smoking and drinking tonight? Sound off. What do you think? Because a buddy of mine says on the tech side, and I'm not sure if I buy this. I'm not really sure if I buy this. Okay, I feel like it's a theory. I don't know who he heard it from. He works for a tech company. And he says that the reason Parler got shut down is because in their code, they have a whole bunch of vulnerabilities where people were getting admin privileges to do a bunch of hairy stuff. At which point I asked him, hey there, Blake, how you doing, man? At which point I asked him, and Road King Piper, welcome aboard. Well, why didn't they just say that? Because they went out and said, well, there was violence on Parler, or there's, they're instigating or something. And he's like, well, they can't talk about it because of contracts. I'm like, but they broke. Amazon broke the contract. Amazon said, and broke the contract. That's why Parler is suing. So who gives a crap if there's violations in their code that creates vulnerabilities? Paul, welcome aboard. How about you? So I'm a little perturbed that he would say, well, it's because they have vulnerabilities. Well, okay. But that's not what they said. And they broke their contract. So at which point they break the contract, they can say whatever they want because they've already broke the contract. Done deal. Gone. I don't know. I find it squirrely. I find it very fishy, very squirrely. And I don't feel like they really want us on their platforms. And let's be honest, okay? And I don't care if you like Trump or hate Trump. Twitter was about to go down the Twitter tubes. Like Twitter was on the down. It was going down. It was down. Twitter was having major problems before Donald Trump jumped on there and started tweeting like crazy.
What is your major malfunction?
I mean, legitimately, it was really, really bad for Twitter. Twitter was going down the tubes. It's going down the tubes, as I say. And I mean, at that point, then all of a sudden, because Donald Trump's tweeting like crazy and he's very, controversial, like, boy, it shoots up again because they got somebody to talk about. Andrew Soriano said, okay, so I get free speech, but if it's Amazon and Google own servers, Martin, you want to say what you want, then build your own servers, not just the program, for sure. Yeah. Yeah. And I think from what I'm gathering, Parler's going to do that. I believe Mine's already built out their own infrastructure. But the thing is, like, we're all moving to this whole cloud thing, and you're dependent on these companies in a lot of ways, and that's tough. That's really, really tough. It's like, for me, that's like saying, if you don't like where you're getting your gas from, go, what wasn't that actually like an old oil thing? Didn't the oil companies or somebody say at one time, if you don't like our gas, go find your own oil? Isn't that what they said? Something about that. I remember like something about the gas time or something like that. They were like, go get your own oil. And again, I'm not trying to stir the conversation, but I do find it fascinating because because there's a lot of stuff around when companies are dependent on other resources. It can like Amazon provides services online to buy things. They also provide Twitch. Twitch is a streaming platform. I haven't ventured over there yet. That one's still, I'm just hesitant on that. But you've got the Amazon cloud service, which it's going to do that. It's there to host tons of people, and so and you're paying for a service. It's a contract, and it's like, God, are contracts not worth anything anymore? I mean, are binding agreements, like, if you just have enough money, who cares? I am smoking some good old country lawyer with some cigar leaf in it. And it's really good. I like the mouthfeel. One of the things I like about cigars, I really like the mouthfeel, the robust mouthfeel. Popo Piper 4325. But yeah, Andrew, I agree with you. Like, make your own platforms. And I feel like what we're probably learning from everything that's been happening in the past 6 months to a year is that everybody was very dependent on all kinds of things. Whether it's ingredients for pharmaceuticals overseas, what have you. And I feel like there's going to be an industrial boom. There's going to be some kind of boom where people are going to start doing their own thing again, and that's kind of cool, because I feel like that increases innovation. And I think more innovation is somebody's going to come up with an even better thing, and I think that's where progress comes into play. I really think that's where a lot of progress happens. So, Andrew, I agree with you. Go out there, if you don't like it, go make your own platform, 100%. And they will, and then they can really do whatever they want. And maybe the lesson is, don't be so dependent on others. Could be a big thing. But I'm very curious. I'm very hesitant to get on these other platforms now because I don't really want to associate myself with that kind of stuff. I don't want, what I'm saying? I don't want somebody to come over here and say, what you got over there, boy? I don't want somebody to come over there and tell me,
I'm your huckleberry.
I don't want nobody to come tell me that. I don't want anybody to come tell me that. So, it'll be interesting. It'll be fascinating. Again, I feel like we are in like making history times. So if you wanted something of interest, especially if you're locked at home, just keep watching what's going on. It's Bizarro Land. It is Bizarro Land for sure. I'm excited. I think it's an awesome time in history, and I can't wait to see what happens next. Speaking of next, what do we have next on the? Don't forget, we will have some gambling tonight. I feel like I'm getting kind of itchy for a giveaway at some point, so we're gonna have to do a giveaway soon because I just I feel like I'm getting antsy. I'm getting antsy to do some giveaways at some point because I just need it. Hey there, Boca de Boyton. But yeah, no, not trying to get everybody riled up. I just thought it was interesting.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. Everyone is now dumber for having listened to it.
Everybody is now dumber. Bring in the bourbon. I've got the big gulp tonight. Let's be unprofessional. Let's be unprofessional and drink the big gulp. But yeah, I do think for sure you got a lot of people that are branching out there, medias and things like that. And it's very fascinating. Everything is going on. Companies dropping sponsors. Here's what I said. First off, when I heard, because I forget who I was listening to, but when I heard that there was a whole bunch of companies going to stop, sponsoring or donating to Republicans, I was like, great, awesome. You mean we might get somebody that's not corrupt in Washington? Like, do you mean that we might actually get somebody in office that hasn't been bought off by somebody? I mean, please stop donating across the board. Tell somebody to come over here and convince me that they need me to vote. The cup is deep. You know, the wife will probably be out. She's probably gonna put the boy down. He's tired. He hadn't been feeling good, and so he's gonna do it. Reed Bender Bud in the house. Welcome aboard, sir. Thank you. But yeah, I mean, it's getting wild. It's like wild west out there, all over the place. And you know, I'm sitting here thinking that you're going to see some innovation. You're going to see people get creative, and I'm looking forward to that. I think that's going to be cool. I think that's going to be very interesting, and you know, we'll see what comes of it. Because you know, I can tell you right now, if you know, I can tell you right now, they might shut this down one day too, because we're all on the tobacco stuff. So, you know, we're on the chopping block at some point, okay? We're not sitting out here all hunky-dory and okay. Like, they're not just gonna be like, all right, we got guns. All right, we got cigarettes. All right, we got drugs. Oh, we're just gonna leave the pipe smokers alone. No, they'll get us too. They're just gonna bulldoze everything. So again, Phil from the Breyer Report, dude has so much. I mean, I don't know why I didn't ask him what my lottery ticket numbers should have been, because I feel like he saw this. Phil from the Breyer Report just has it. He has it. He has that. He's got that chutzpah, whatever that means. I like that word, the chutzpah. That's just my thing, though. I don't know. We'll see. Man, I am killing this bowl. I'm going to have to probably load up again here in a second, because I am crushing this bowl that I have here. Let's see. Who else do we have? I'd like to say happy birthday to none other than Regina King, born also in Los Angeles, California in 1971. She's 50 years old. Lady looks good too. If you don't know who Regina King is, she's an African-American actress, and one of my favorite movies that she's in is oh, no, that's not the right one. It's Enemy of the State with Will Smith. And that's who the wife is. She was awesome in that movie. And then she got a little scandalous. And I was like, lady, mercy. Let's see. And then Will Smith went into the like lingerie. You know when a dude is the producer and director of a movie, when a man is going to go buy lingerie for his wife and he doesn't know what her size is. A man ain't going into that lingerie for his wife. And I don't recall any of those lingerie shops ever where I've ever lived. She's an American film and TV actress who won African American film and TV actress who won the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actress for her role in the 2018 film If Beale Street Could Talk. She played Brenda Jenkins on the sitcom 227 and Angela Abraham in HBO's Watchmen. She also had prominent roles in A Cinderella Story, Daddy Daycare, and Jerry Maguire. She won her first acting role on the show 227 and remained on the show for 5 years. I mean, she's solid. I did not say anything did not know. In 1997, she married Ian Alexander, with whom she had a son the year before. The couple divorced in 2007. They made it a good while. That was a good one. Also on this day, in 2002, 1980s British pop legend Adam Ant was admitted to a mental ward 24 hours after being charged by police with pulling a gun on staff in a London pub. You get a little rowdy in the pubs over there across the pond. Also on this day, 1909, for the first time ever, an automobile hearse was used in a funeral procession. Before this time, horse-drawn carriages had always been used to carry the honored body of a person who had passed away. Also in this day in 1981, the television cop drama Hill Street Blues had aired on this day. This show was set in an unnamed city, although the outside of the set were filmed in Chicago. This television series has been described as the first real attempt to portray police officers as fallible human beings. Unlike other cop dramas, the crimes were rarely solved in one Hill Street Blues episodes. The movie was awesome. What get a movie? Let's see. Oh yes, and again. Yes. Oh, Watchmen. Watchmen was an awesome movie. It was very. Rorschach was that dude. They picked a good one. I like movies where you got, but I digress. What's the difference between a poorly dressed man on a tricycle and a well-dressed man on a bicycle? Attire. Yes. Attire. That's indeed it. How many apples grow on a tree? All of them, actually. They all grow on a tree. They all do. Did you hear the rumor about butter? Did you? I mean, we're getting in rumors these days. Did you hear the rumor about butter? I'm not gonna spread it.
Just when I think you couldn't possibly be any dumber, you go and do something like this. And totally redeem yourself!
Totally redeem yourself. Yes, indeed. Oh my word! Yes, though Typing Piper. I have been watching. I was in the middle of watching your video, and I had to come in here and do the show. So I'm very curious about what you have found out about this whole Ben Shapiro movie, and how closely related it is to one of the books you have written, I believe, called Daisy. I'm just saying, it's it's like Andy Kaufman is torturing us. Here he comes to save the day. But yeah, I'm very curious. So Typing Piper, I want you to call in when you get a chance, because I really want to hear about this. Oh, there he is. There's the man. The man, the myth, the legend. This is Martin from the Let It Rip Friday show. Who do we have on the line?
This is Typing Piper.
Typing Piper, how are you doing, sir?
I got your package of goodies today.
Nice.
And, I have to say, you are a wild man. And for anybody who doesn't call into the show,
they're missing out, he said. They're missing out. I mean, it's just, it's fun. For me, I was like, you know what? And yes, I'm so sorry that I tell everybody where to get these. That's why they're sold out. But that's the thing is for people that watch the show, I'm like, most everybody knows me from doing some reviews and typically from the Esoterica drops. I would say my claim to YTPC fame, or whatever the heck that means, is mostly from the Esoterica drop videos where people are getting a chance to buy some. And so I'm like, well, heck, let's do that on the show too, and just give people samples and let them just try, see if you even like it. Because what's the point of trying to find something that sells out all the time, not knowing if you're even going to like it, whether it's just hype. So hopefully you can try some of these out and give us some impressions.
Yeah, I'm excited to do that. Plus, you package them up. They're like vacuum sealed, and I don't have to worry about it drying out or going bad. And I'm like,
Right.
if it's going to be found by some alien civilization 300 years from now, and they'll be like, oh, what is this? Oh.
That or your wife thought you were into drugs. One way or the other. She either thought, she was like, so what new career, husband, were you planning on doing? Oh, nothing. Don't look at all these packages here. Let me just, seeds. You see all these packages of seeds, darling? Farming is in my future. Well, all right, let's go. I'm just saying, But yeah, so tell me, I'm very fascinated. I didn't get a chance to finish watching the video, but I did see your video the other day talking about, and I remember when you were going through the process of doing the book Daisy, and I was very fascinated by it because I always like a lot of your stuff, just because it gives that, apocalypse kind of, post-apocalyptic kind of what would you do kind of scenario and things like that. What have you seen it? Because I believe it was supposed to air today.
They did a backstage premiere last night through YouTube, so I was actually able to just use the YouTube app on my television and got to watch the whole movie. And it's, there's some similarities, but overall they are two completely different stories. Although I will say there were 2 or 3 scenes where the dialogue in the situation was pretty close, but when 95% of the movie is all different material, I would just attribute that to, okay, I'm a fairly decent writer, and apparently that could actually make it into a movie someday.
Right. So yeah, because you can think of it as one of two ways. Either I have the capabilities of writing excellent work that can be put into film, or somebody stole everything of mine, which still means I'm an excellent writer that could be put in. Is what, either way looks good on you. And so, now I've heard a couple things about it. One, there was a scene where there was a gun that was a little limp,
Yeah, it needed a bit of a blue pill, if you know what I mean.
No. Oh, this is my rifle. This is my gun. This is for fighting.
Yeah, there was a couple scenes, if you're watching it on television, or if, heaven forbid, it ever makes it to the big screen, it's very obvious one of the guys is carrying around a rubber gun. And I don't know if that was just, props didn't get there in time, or I don't know what the story is. But
doesn't somebody have some black spray paint and some PVC pipe and some cardboard? It's not hard to make a replica.
Well, for one, what I noticed was it was a guy holding a large revolver, like a .357, something like that. But you know how the cylinder doesn't exactly touch the rest of the gun except for that pin in the middle?
That's correct. Yes.
You couldn't see through the gun. It was just painted black around the cylinder.
Oh God.
But overall, I have to say the movie was pretty good, and I liked the story, and I liked what the original aspects of it. And there's a couple things where I'm smacking my forehead. I'm just that was
you had the Homer Simpson. Don't.
Well, they were really big on criticizing the procedures for active shooters in schools, and which after going through that training and previous jobs, I'm you guys are stupid. I'm getting the hell out of here.
Yeah, I'm run, hide.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Anytime there's ever been an active shooter, who ends up on TV being interviewed by the reporter? The reporter says, well, what did you do? Oh, I got the hell out of there.
Bye.
It's okay.
See you later.
They're still alive.
Could you imagine Mel Gibson in Braveheart if he's running around with a big old rubber claymore? He's like, you're fight for your free wonga wonga wonga. I'm God, can somebody just I mean, you know, somebody had to watch this when in editing. How many takes did they do where they were like, no, the best take was when it's just like, that's the best take you got? That's the best one.
Yeah. Well, that happens a lot in films. Like the movie 300. Well, that was all filmed in front of a green screen, but the shields were all plastic.
Right. Yeah.
You wouldn't know that from watching the film, but yeah, I'm sure they were just.
But a limp gun is a little. Well, it's not a little. It's a lot. Glaring you in the face. You know. Whoops.
John Wick, it's John Wank, you know.
You know what though? Let me tell you, like for how fast they move in those John Wick movies, it's real hard to pick out stuff because you don't have enough time to absorb everything in one scene.
No.
Like it's nearly impossible. Except for the big hotel. It's nearly impossible to really pick out anything, and that's probably not a dumb idea. I would say.
Yeah, and I give them a lot of credit because, for one, they do a lot of training on that series, and they don't do the shaky cam stuff, which I absolutely hate, and that was starting to pop up in a lot of the Marvel movies around the time I stopped watching.
A lot of the jarring, like to show the impact of things, or somebody running as if you're running with them, and that kind of stuff.
It's almost more like they're trying to make it look chaotic, or they just know the fight scene is just so bad that, like, well, if we just shift it around like this, it makes it look more makes it look like there's more going on than there really is.
Which there's movies that have done this that's called for that, like Saving Private Ryan. I thought that was a very interesting way of depicting, you know, the beach of Normandy. And all those kind of things, like, you know, the ringing in the ears, the shaking, and I don't think they overdid it. I think they were pretty good about it in that movie, and I felt like it definitely added to the effect of it. But I mean, what would you give it? What would be the Collapse Experiment rating on this thing on a 1 to 10, 10 being the best?
Well, I did write a review on the Collapse Experiment website.
Check out the website. Make sure you tell everybody what the website is.
I probably put in more criticism than it really deserved. So I didn't do the whole star rating thing, but I would give it like a good 3 out of 4, just because it's so hard to find like good action movies these days.
Right.
The main character, Zoe, she's not like an 80s action hero where, you know,
sure,
hitting the face 20 times and, you know, there's that little cut underneath the eye.
Now, has she been in anything else? Is that the only movie she's been in, or has she been in something else?
I believe they said that she's been in a few things before this, and I'm kind of hoping that her career takes off. It also has Tom Jane, which I was happy to see that, because in my heart, he is the only Punisher.
He was a good Punisher. He did a good job. Just like I forget the one guy. Just like Highlander was the best Raiden in Mortal Kombat, even though he wasn't Asian. even though he was, you know, don't tell anybody. No spoilers, but Raiden is not Asian in Mortal Kombat.
He's actually based on Christopher Lambert's character.
Right. But yeah. I like when they find talent that has, you know, that's a little bit fresh for stuff. Like I was not the biggest fan of Ben Affleck being Batman, but I thought they were pretty good on Superman. I thought the guy they picked for Superman, I was like, yeah, nailed it. I'm good with that one. And Wonder Woman, nailed that one. Like, she's like Gal Gadot or whatever her name is. Yep.
You might want to change your wordage on that.
Well, you know, I'm not going to tell you what happens backstage or anything like that, but, you know, I heard some things about some things. But, you know, like, Cyborg, you know, he's, you know, his alarms go off. But yeah, like I thought I like when they get some of these actors that are not as well known and I feel like they thrive. But then you also have the situation where they're like Frodo Baggins, and they can never be a movie star in another movie ever again. And like then you're screwed, you know. And it's like, so part of it is like you can be in these great huge, because I feel like everything now is like a multi, you know, there's so many sequels coming out on these movies that it's like, God, can I just have like the movie The Watchmen? Can I just have beginning and end? Something happened, fix it, everybody dies, over. Okay, everything's all crisis averted. Fine. Done. Give me that in like a couple hours. I don't need a series of all these movies.
See, I think people misunderstood me earlier when I said that The Watchmen was horrible. The movie I thought was amazing. Some people are mad about the squid. I get that. But the TV show I thought was just absolutely horrible. I watched the entire season, so I didn't, you know,
I haven't seen it.
Stop after a few episodes. There was one episode that I was impressed with, and they did absolutely nothing with it afterwards. Every episode had a different writer. I believe they had a different director. So there really wasn't any consistency within the storyline, and you get to the end of the series, and you're like, "What is going on? How did they build up to this?
What is happening right now? Why? How did we get here? I don't understand where we're at."
Well, that was the pilot episode right there. I mean, nothing made any sense after the end of the first episode.
Now,
you're just kind of like, what is going on here?
I'm going to ask you and everybody in chat. I have been highly recommended to watch the Mandalorian series. And I know there's some people that like Star Wars, some people that don't, but I have heard from several people that I wouldn't take as Star Wars fans that it's a very good show. Show. We have not seen it yet, but apparently it's not only is it a really good series, but it's even kid friendly, and I'm like, I don't see anything wrong with that. Like, I'm very on board with this.
Mandalorian, I feel like it goes back to what the original trilogy was. You know, it doesn't have any political agenda or messages behind it. It's basically just the hero story. It kind of, and with Baby Yoda, it reminds me of the old Lone Wolf and Cub series. I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No.
It's an old manga series, and there's a lot of spin-offs, which I can't think of any offhand at the moment, but it's like a father-son action adventure, you know. They're basically on their road to, in Lone Wolf and Cub, they describe it as their road to hell, but they're taking everyone along with them. And so I feel like it goes back to that, and I'm trying to think of the guy who writes it. He was in the movie Chef, and he's been in a lot of the Marvel movies.
You talking about the guy that's writing The Mandalorian?
Jon Favreau?
Yeah, because I think Kennedy something or other is the one that's done the movies, but I think she brought on Jon Favreau and like one other guy.
I think Jon Favreau like pitched it, and it was because he wanted to do a series. He didn't want to do a movie, and I feel like this is kind of bringing it back to where Star Wars originally was,
which seems to be pissing some people off. Apparently,
I've heard some bad things about season 2, that every episode is just very formulaic. But hey, you know, I'm just coming from a guy who's rewatching the entire series of Highlander, the TV series.
Who wants to live forever? Yes, absolutely, 100%.
I kind of miss that at this point, where it's just like, okay, here's the intro. What's the story? Oh, there's the bad guy. Oh, cool.
Oh, Earl of Pipes nailed it. Dave Filoni is the other guy. Yes, and Andrew Sigaron. Favreau.
Yeah.
It's something. Sounds something from Louisiana. Earl Pipes, you correct us. EAU, I'm assuming means something like an O or oo or something. But yeah, man, I want you to. I definitely want to see some of your videos cranking out the pipe. I love the ones. I love your fireside chats, especially when you don't actually have a fire and you're just sitting there freezing. That cracks me up. But I want to see some more fireside chats. See if you can break out some of those tobaccos and tell everybody whether or not these are so just overhype. Because I have not had an esoterica that I have not liked, but I have esotericas that I like more than others. Pembroke is your one that has the cognac in it, which I think that's the one that you were really wanting to try.
Okay.
If I recall from the other videos.
The Margate's in English, right?
The Margate is in English, so it's a lighter.
Okay, yeah.
It's a lighter version of And So to Bed. So I like Margate, and Padre Piper likes And So to Bed, and so there's a clash between these two, and I just feel that Margate is a little bit lighter and flavorful, and I feel like And So to Bed makes me think more of almost like early morning pipe, I guess I would say. But none of them. I think you will be very surprised how little the Latakia shows up in those. Like it's I look when I look at esotericas, I don't think of, oh, this is the greatest thing in the world, but I do look at it as in this person made something very refined. You know, it's like having a contest of, like, you know, I don't know, like steaks or something like that. You could have steaks where you have everything from sirloin to Wagyu, Snake River, you know, beef, something like that, super marble, you know, crazy expensive. And that's not really what I think the comparison should be like. To me, it's like you got a set of grilled cheeses. All right. You got this grilled cheese that's got Wonder Bread and a slice of Kroger cheese. You got that next level one that's got like some nice, you know, like it's got some nice butter bread that's actually name brand, and you got some Kraft cheese. And then you start moving up the scale, and then you get up there where it's like the brioche bun with the Gouda and all that kind of stuff. So it's like they're all grilled cheeses, but at some point one becomes very refined. And to me, that's kind of how I look at them, you know. And so I wasn't overwhelmed by them. I wasn't amazed by them, but I was able to sit there and enjoy how refined it was, if that makes sense.
Yeah,
that kind of thing.
Makes sense.
So, but yeah, try them out, man. Everybody, make sure you plug your website, and you can do that too in the chat too. I think I can make it show up. But the collapseexperiment.com.
Yep.
So that's where check it out.
Yeah, there's no www in front of that. It's through WordPress, and there's a couple new articles on there, and I'm actually working on doing some type of like a newsletter, and I'm trying to figure out like what topics to cover and what to actually talk about. And
I mean, these days there is no shortage of topics.
Right.
If you needed topics for the collapse experiment, I'm just saying. I'm just throwing it out there. Just saying, you know, relate it to the website. You know, you probably won't have a shortage of topics for at least the next 4 years.
That's actually like one of the problems I'm coming across to trying to like piece this together is, you know, because I want to cover different things like economics, politics, food is one big thing. And just yesterday, I don't know if you follow Ice Age Farmer, but I saw you plug
him. I saw you plug him in one of your videos.
So he's freaking out that his channel is going to get shut down. And yesterday he did like 3 or 4 live streams where it was just very quick, 5-6 minutes. Hey, here's the story. This is what's going on. Blah, 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 blah. This is happening. And then like, boom, it's gone.
Nothing to see here. Didn't do anything. I mean, you know, I look at it this way. If I get shut down, I will pop up somewhere else. It's fine. I will continue to talk how I want to talk. I will continue to talk about the things I want to talk. I'll continue to, you know, grow and, you know, do different things. I mean, part of this whole thing for me was just learning how to do this. Like, this whole live stream thing has been a big difference for me because this is something very new for me. and has changed a lot of the way I do stuff and everything else. I mean, between cameras and lightings and audio and, you know, music and all this stuff, coordination stuff going on here, it makes me appreciate people that put on live streams. It makes me appreciate people that put a lot of effort into these kind of things, and is not necessary. I mean, and that's the other thing too. Like, nobody should go out and, especially if you value your marriage. My wife has signed up for like the next 3 years for like massage therapy, and so she gets whatever she wants. But really, like, you know, if you're interested in that stuff, it does take time. And I've told people, you know, I've worked with Mike from Briar Blues, who he's working on his too. He's changed some things. He's got his mic. He's got other stuff. He's probably going to get another computer so that way he can run this stuff. But there's, I have learned a lot that I really didn't want to learn about. Having to figure all this stuff out just to be able to see if I could provide a good show and something that's entertaining and fun and something that people can engage in, especially these days during all these types, you know, of the times that's going on and everything. And I feel like, you know, that's kind of mission accomplished. And now I'm looking at the next step. The fact that Andrew says there's ways I can figure out how to get my smell back all the way, and until I get my smell back all the way, I'm not going to be doing reviews. Like, that doesn't make any sense if I can't completely smell it. So, you know, so I'm going to look that up, what Andrew said, and I'm going to try and find out how to get my smell back. But until then, I'm just going to continue to do the live stream. I'm going to continue to do the Esoterica drops, and, you know, just talk about, you know, whatever we got going on and have fun, you know, and hopefully everybody enjoys it. You know, I think we have a good group of regulars. And I think people have a little bit of shock when they come in the first time, because the chat goes crazy sometimes and things go crazy sometimes, and they're like, what is going on? What is this, you know, what is this exclamation point bet thing where we're like betting tens and gambling? And I'm like, first off, if you're older than 25, if you're older than 30 years old, for sure, but if you're older than 25, you want to gamble. Everybody likes to gamble. No, there's nobody out there that doesn't like to take risk. They like to do it, and it's fun. And, you know, it's like we get to be creative and do some funky stuff. And so just like you're doing over there at the Collapse Experiment, you're, you know, putting up a newsletter. I think a newsletter would be awesome. Like, that'd be a heck of a lot of fun. And I'd be curious to see, because I like watching the stuff about your compost. I'd like to see if you get that up to 150 degrees, because that would be hilarious. I think you would just have a huge melted section out over there. But like everything, like you and Gribbs do a great job of bringing us into what you're doing. I'm not. This is a set. I'm bringing you into the set, but you guys, you know, are bringing us into what your life is and stuff like that. And it's just fun. It's a lot of freaking fun, and I wish everybody would do that. And I probably would get another camera to do it, because I would be pissed that I couldn't do the same quality that I'm doing now. And so my wife would be mad at me again, and that's how it goes. So collapseexperiment.com, check it out, everybody. You still there?
All right.
Did I hang up on you? All right, man. Well, hey, Tell me about those tobaccos. Let us know. I want to see some videos on that stuff, man.
Will do. I'm sure everybody's eager to do a little bit of gambling, so I'll shut up now.
Well, you know what? Maybe we should gamble. You know what? We're going to do it. You got it, man. All right, brother. We'll talk to you later. See you, man.
Bye.
We are going to do it. Let's do it. Let's change that. Wait, does this do this now? Is this what this does? I don't know if this is what this does. Oh, we got another caller real quick. Hold one moment. Hold your horses, everybody, before we get started. This is Martin from the Literate Friday Show. Who do we have on the line? Todd, how are you?
Doing all right.
Todd, has the eagle landed?
Very funny.
Houston, we have a problem. Are you smoking anything, drinking anything, both?
I'm not smoking tonight.
No. You know, every time you've called me so far, you have not been smoking anything, and we are going to have to remedy that. Is it just too cold out?
I really don't smoke that much.
Yeah, but this is what the Literate Friday Show is for, Todd.
Well, I live with my sister, and she really don't like the smell of it.
See, that's okay. Understood. Hey, we all have the living arrangements. That's why I'm out in the garage. That's why I bought this thing. My wife bought this thing back here for you guys, not so much me, but she's like, why do people even watch you? You're like, it looks terrible. And I was like, thanks. That's very constructive criticism. Thanks, wife. And that she gets me this, and now everything looks nice. Everything's fine and dandy. But yeah, I'm out in the garage, so I feel you. When COVID's over, everybody's probably going to get a chance to get the garage door again too. That's a big thing.
I got a fever. And the only prescription.
Uh-oh. Oh, that's right. I don't know why that one went off, because the other one was supposed to go off of what everybody's smoking and drinking. But Todd, everything been going good? Have you acquired any new tobaccos, new pipes, anything new?
I've tried American Patriot, and I've tried Haunted Bookshop.
American Patriot. Now, that's American Patriot is the Missouri Meerschaum. American Patriot, if I'm correct. Now, have you had Frogmorton Cellar?
You give me some Frogmorton on the Bayou, but I haven't.
On the Bayou, okay. So what'd you think of American Patriot? Because I find it very similar. If you watch Mark Woodman's Breakfast Club, I gave them a couple samples to try too, and they could see the similarities.
It's all right, but I don't taste the bourbon in it.
No, well, it's. Could you smell it? I don't know if you're going to taste it as much as you're just going to smell it.
I tasted the Latakia more than I did anything.
Oh, I hope they didn't change the recipe, because I was a big fan of American Patriot. I'm going to have to check out the American Patriot that I still have left, because that stuff's good stuff. I am a fan of American Patriot. I think it's a great twist. I think on what Frogmorton Cellar is, but the batch that I had gotten was pretty close to it. Now, was yours super dry? Because the first batch I got was like super dried out.
Not really. It's dry, but not dry.
Yeah, mine was easily smokable out of the pouch, no problem. Todd, we lose you? You still there?
No, I'm here.
Okay. What about any new channels? You got any new channels that you've been watching?
Yeah, but I can't remember who I subscribed to.
Todd,
A lot of them lately.
Todd, you're supposed to give me an update, man. That's what you do. You call in, you give me updates. What's everybody supposed to be watching?
I got one out now. I only got like 3 videos though.
So Todd has one. The Morgan himself has a video out. So everybody go and check out Todd's video if you have not. Anything else you want to tell everybody? Got any plans for the weekend?
I just thought holler hi at you.
You got it, man. Hey, have fun. Keep everybody in line in the chat, man. We're gonna get ready to gamble some tens.
All right, take care.
All right, Todd. Talk to you soon, man. Good old Todd. That guy cracks me up.
You're gonna end up eating a steady diet of government cheese and living in a van down by the river.
No, he's not. No, he's not. He's absolutely not. That's not gonna happen. That's just not going to happen. And yes, it's that time again to gird your loins or your tens, gather them up, and get ready to start the gamble. Again, we're going to have that sequence that we're all so fond of betting those tens and finding out what happens next in these videos. One of my favorite things to do. It's so hard. It's so hard to pick out your favorites. And apparently my son has been watching my YouTube because now my videos are out of order. That's all right. It's all right. We're gonna get through it. We are going to get through it, I tell you. And we're gonna have some fun. So the way this is gonna work is you're gonna get some instructions in the game. those instructions are going to let you know that you're going to have to put exclamation point bet space, and you're going to pick which option you want. 0, 1, 2, 3, so on. And then you're going to do another space and how many tens you want to bet. And you can bet from 0 to 1 to 100. Okay, you can bet 1 to 100. You cannot bet more tens than you have, so make sure you hit exclamation point tens. Exclamation point tens to find out how many tens you have. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy. Let's see. Let's begin the. Whoop, nope. Yep. Nope. Oh. I'm not sure what just happened there. Let's see. Open. Apparently. Where in the world did these go? All right. So apparently I've lost my. Apparently I've lost my bets. What is happening? These should have all been saved. Oh, you know what I bet? You know what I bet? What I don't even understand what has occurred. Well, let's see if I can find it another way. But yes, we're gonna do some betting tonight, even if I have to type it out, because apparently they have disappeared. All of my saved things have just vanished for some reason. And there. Why is this not? I can see them here, but I can't see them here. This huh. Oh, I'm dumb. I'm dumb. I had it on polls instead of betting. God dang it. All right. Now we're good to go. Son of a gun. Oh, dang it. That button. Hold on. I got to fix that button. That button too. You know, it's a work in progress, people. You know this. All right. Don't act like you don't know. Don't act like you don't know. Control V. Boom. Delete. Boom. 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 All right. That's what I'm saying. Where did he go? Oh yeah, there he is. All right. Curmudgeon Piper said, I'd
like to ask you a few questions.
Yes. What is? Kevin Tweener said, would be great if you would do a video on how to do an instructional video on live streaming. Kevin, you really want to know like how to do live streaming? From
I live in a van down by the river.
From the guy that doesn't get it right?
Right.
Okay. We can do that, Kevin. We can do that. Yeah, I don't mind it. I mean, you would have to kind of tell me what you want, because that's I don't know if I would know exactly what you would want. I mean, that's the tough thing. So let's see. So because there's 3 options, this is a payout of 75%. Curmudgeon Piper said, I am somewhat of a hound dog, a rock hound, a bloodhound. What did Curmudgeon Piper say? Go ahead and start your bets now. Maybe. There, now. And how you put, I see, Kevin, I see. So, again, what did curmudgeon pipe. Now, again, remember, the first option is 0. I don't know why. I didn't make it. I can't help that. So, in the meantime, while everybody is placing their bets, there you go. Rock on, everybody. While everybody is placing their bets. I don't know if I like that one. Let's see if there's a better one. Let's see if I get it. I've got more songs coming. More songs are on their way. They are. Let's try a different one. See if I got another one. We just heard that one. I like that one. It's jazzy fresh. I tell you, super jazzy. This does not fit this guy at all. I should have used the last one.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
More Stones or Beatles? Probably more Stones. Who is this one gonna be? Yeah, we'll do this guy. I'd like to say happy birthday to none other than Drew Brees, born in Dallas, Texas, 42 years old. Star NFL quarterback who led the New Orleans Saints to victory in the Super Bowl something. It looks like the other guy's name that I can never get the numbers right. He spent the first 5 years of his NFL career with the San Diego Chargers before signing with the Saints in 2006. In 2018, he broke the NFL's record for most career passing yards, and the following year, he broke the record for most career regular season passing touchdowns, which is pretty cool. He led his Austin Westlake High School football team to a 16-0 record and a Texas State Championship season in 1996. He played college football at Purdue University. In 2010, Sports Illustrated gave him the Sportsman of the Year award for helping New Orleans rebuild in the aftermath of Hurricane Katrina. He married his Purdue sweetheart, Brittany Dudchenko. In February 2003, he and Brittany have 3 sons, Bowen, Kalen, and Balin, and also a daughter named Rylan. On this day in 1998, American Chicago blues vocalist, harmonica player Junior Wells died at age 63. Born Amos Blackmore, he is best known for his signature song, Messin' with the Kid, and his 1965 album, Hoodoo Man Blues. He also worked. Oh, I'm feeling it. Oh yeah. Yes. Hoodoo Man Blues. He also worked with Muddy Waters, Van Morrison, Carlos Santana, Bonnie Raitt, and the Rolling Stones. You think if they called it something other than the Rolling Stones, that it, I don't know. Also on this day in 1975, America's economic woes were in peril, or our economics was in peril. President Gerald Ford, on his very first State of the Union address, painted a grim portrait of America's economic woes. Millions of Americans are out of work. Recession and inflation are eroding the money of millions more. Prices are too high, and sales are too low. Also on this day in 1974, Frank Church, senator of Idaho, had requested the declassification of sensitive documents written in the 1950s. The basis for this request was his belief that the government had made secret decisions which would affect the nation's energy policy for 20 years. Frank Church requested highly secure documentation for a specific reason. He said in his own way that it would help understand the most important post-war decisions that were made. I'm telling you, some of these people on this free music stuff, they got some jams going. I'm just saying. Yeah. I'm just saying. It's just good stuff. All right, let's check out what Curmudgeon had to say. We are going to lock down your votes. We got the votes in, knocking it down. Here we go. Oh, I see. There's a lot of people thinking things about good old Curmudgeon. Oh, son of a gun. I gotta really fix that. And technical difficulties. Oh yeah.
YTPC. Curmudgeon Piper here. Happy Cobb Tuesday. I'm smoking a briar.
Happy Cobb Tuesday.
My favorite Graybo with some Field and Stream. Courtesy of my friend Onion. 2 a.m. pipe on the patio. Thought I'd pop in and say howdy. Also having a little coffee. Kind of a beige color, of course.
I love curmudgeon.
That's not true. Usually I only drink it black. But I had a desire for some cream, so.
Hey there, Mike.
I saw someone on here a few days ago talking about show and tell. Reminded me of my own show and tell days in elementary school.
Oh yeah? Oh yeah, curmudgeon?
For us, usually it was on a Friday. The teacher would, earlier in the week, would pick 2 or 3 kids and ask them to bring something home from home that we found interesting to show the class, to show her, the teacher. For me, it was a her at the time.
Yeah, happens.
So I remember one week when my name got called to bring show and tell.
Show and tell.
Something you may not know about me. I don't remember if I've ever mentioned it, but was not as much anymore, but I was something of a rock hound.
Oh!
I was always fascinated by rocks. Even as a small child, I'd go pick up rocks and take them to my mom, and she'd put them in little jars as keepsakes. As I grew older, I kept my love of rocks to the point where I got a degree in geology.
And a degree in geology. Boom, who won that one? Ben Greenman.
Fascinated by volcanoes and earthquakes, and shoot, we had an earthquake here in North Carolina a few years ago.
Rockhound is the...
I got so excited I started calling people.
Rockhound was the guy in Armageddon who spent $500,000 on a stripper named Molly Mount.
So I got chosen to do show and tell.
I believe.
One Friday.
Inconceivable!
Needed some kind of idea. I was probably first grade, second grade, something like that. Looking for ideas of what I could take.
There can be only one. Good job, Ben.
So I wanted to take some of the rocks that you've collected. Thought it was a pretty good idea. But you know how you are when
Pretty good idea.
that age. It's all exciting for about 2 minutes and then you forget. So the next morning on Friday before we left for school, I'd forgotten that I was supposed to get my rocks. She reminded me right
Oh no! I forgot.
Find them. So I went and found a little jar of rocks to take to school.
Little jar.
Put a date on the little jar. I guess notating when I had given them to her.
I feel like he has the same experience that I have to do with my wife all the time because she has to tell me where everything is. I mean, it's just kind of how it goes. So let's see who we got up next. In this one, Eric, the blue collar pipe smoker, says Peterson's quality has been consistent through the years, significantly gone down, is on the rise. Again, this will be a 75% payout because there are 3 options. Let the betting begin. Let the betting begin. Where is he at? Where is he at? There he is. Found you. Found you. No, don't talk yet. Don't do it yet, pal. In the meantime, while the bettings are occurring, let's see. Did you hear about the guy who invented lifesavers? They say he made a mint. They say he made a mint. No. No. Okay. Last night I had a dream that I weighed less than 1,000th of a gram. I was like, OMG. It's 1,000th. OMG. It was OMG. A cheese factory. No, we've said that one already. Why did the old man fall in the well? Because he couldn't see that well. He couldn't see. He couldn't see that well.
Make like a tree and get out of here.
Is the fella's name on third base? What is the fella's name on second base? I'm not asking you who's on second. Who's on third? I don't know. Third base.
I don't know. I don't know. Third base. What? Oh, poor stupid Biff. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see who's got all their bets in. Oh no. Alright, betting is gonna be closed right now. Man, we didn't even have that many bettors. Hurry up and bet your 10s. Got somebody in there betting them. Dadgummit. Let's see. We are closing now. All right. Let's see. Let's check out the good old blue collar Piper himself. Let's just check him out. With his jazzy stuff going on at Bulldog. Get it. Yeah. Get that jazz going. Or big band, I guess you would say. It's a big band.
Hey everybody. Well, it's gorgeous 50-degree day here. Although the sun's going down, I would venture to say if I check the thermostat, it'd be a little less than that right now.
Ooh.
Maybe in the upper 40s, mid 40s by now. But my wife bought me a gorgeous pipe for Christmas. I think I showed that to you guys back a couple videos ago, but wanted to show it to you again. This is the Peterson Kinsale XL26 rusticated. Gorgeous pipe. And I call it the Art Special. Or
Art!
Favorite, because you guys all know Art, Pipes and Spirits, this is his favorite pipe.
That's right.
And of course, what am I smoking in it? Come on, everybody, what's Art's favorite? Captain Black.
What are you smoking and drinking?
Oil is his favorite. But he also likes Captain Black Original. So, here we go. The inaugural smoke.
Tis confusion. Another good one. Swing music. Thank you, Patrick. That's right.
Good stuff.
Eric's cheesy smile.
You have to take advantage of weather like this when you live in my house.
Ooh.
Art.
Good choice.
Art, if you're watching this.
John Adams got some American Patriot in the Cobb.
Just wanted to give you a heads up. Ben and I, we troll eBay pretty regularly.
Trolls. Trolls.
And Ben found something on eBay. And he sent it to me, and he said, Eric, Art needs this bad.
Needs it. Needs it bad. Father Dempsey.
I fully concurred.
In a 320.
I
Nice.
agreed with Ben wholeheartedly.
Great Dane.
We couldn't help
Smoke some Irish. Smoke that Irish blend there, Donald.
We got it for you. It should be there in like a day or two. Should either be there tomorrow or Monday.
Or whenever. Kind of like my packages.
So I thought I'd tell you right now that it's from Ben and I. And it's no big deal. We did it because we love you, man.
It's called train spotting.
And it's you, it is
you. Father Dempsey is popular lately.
That's coming, okay? No worries, man.
The blue fins got the thumbs up on that one right there. Father Dempsey.
I think I know why you love this pipe so much. Very comfortable. Good smoker. I think I'm going to break this pipe in with Captain Black. Keep doing it. Keep going, you know? And then, once it's broke in, I'll either stick with it or throw something else in here.
Ooh, got some Knob Creek.
Sale XL26. And you know what? Peterson quality. Let's talk about that. Peterson quality has significantly gone down.
Oh, no! No!
Not the only one that's noticed this problem.
No!
But this pipe is not without its flaws. My wife got this on a sale that Pipes and Cigars had, and these pipes were like 50% off. So instead of 132, this pipe was only 66 bucks.
I love mine too.
I would have sent it back. There are some noticeable aesthetic issues with it. And, you know, it doesn't affect the overall functionality of the pipe.
Doesn't affect it.
Smokes fantastic.
Smoke's fine.
It tastes good. I mean, that's the tobacco, but still, it's doing its job. But, I was told that Smoking Pipes had bought out Peterson.
That's true.
And if that's the case, I really hope that they restructure them and bring in some people that are QC experts, quality control junkies that will revamp them and reshape them into a respectable part of the Peterson business again.
Oh, tough crowd. Tough crowd, man. Oh, yeah. Art giving it to him in 2019. And you know what? It would not be a Friday night. Oh, no. It would not be a Friday night live stream without the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Mike. Mr. Mike, God. Mr. Matches 860. Sorry, Mike, I didn't want anybody to think that you were a goner. Sorry. Mr. Matches 860. In a very interesting video of matches back in 2016, he says the Connecticut Charter was actually the forerunner to the Emancipation Proclamation, the Constitution of the United States of America, the Bill of Rights, or the Declaration of Independence. Start your biddings right now. Exclamation point 10s, space, whichever one you want to pick, space, how many 10s you would like to bet. Typing Piper said, he said, you know what? I think Ron Burgundy said it best. Send it right back. Send it right back, I tell you.
Guess what? I got a fever. And the only prescription is more cowbell.
Yes, it is. Make sure you smash that thumbs up, because that way it gets around to other people and we can have more fun. And we'll do more giveaways. In the meantime, while we're waiting for people to make their bets, get your bets in. As you know, the last bets of the night happen on the matches 860. We gotta get more cowbell. I got more cowbell. What do you call a factory that sells passable products? A satisfactory. It's a satisfactory. Why did the Invisible Man turn down the job offer? He just couldn't see himself doing it. Hey, do you want to hear that joke about construction that I was telling you about? I'm still working on it. Yeah. It's work in progress. Okay. Work in progress. Oh yeah, I was really angry at my friend Mark for stealing my dictionary. I told him, mark my words. Mark my words. Mark my words. That's not a joke. That's not a joke. Well, tell me what it is. Because I don't know if it's not a joke. I don't know what it is. Let's see. Do we have room for one more? We have room. Let's see. Let's see. How does Moses make his coffee? He brews it. He brews it. The show's really taken off. The show's really taken off. I'm very happy with it. It's No, it's not. It's not crashing and burning. No. It's not, I promise. Don't quit your day job. Let's see. All right, we got to stop the betting. Stop! All bets are in. All bets are in. Shutting it down. Let's see what our good buddy. Let's see what our good buddy said. I think I'm on the left this time. I think so. I'll make sure that the chat's not going like crap. There we go.
Hey YouTube, Matches 860.
Look at the stem on that pipe.
Smoking the 14-inch clay. with some Cornell and Deal's 525 Virginia ribbon.
Look at that tub of Haunted Bookshop.
Gonna talk about the Connecticut Charter today. Sort of a follow-up to a video I did last spring along the Connecticut River.
I'm writing that one down.
Did a history ramble. This is sort of a continuation. Back in the early 1600s, when Adrian Block was sailing up and down the Connecticut River, he mentioned a odd-looking oak tree in the vicinity of present-day Hartford. Historians have decided that what Adrian saw was the Charter Oak. I'll attempt to tell that story now. The historical account is extremely long, full of names and dates. I'll just try to give you the meat and potatoes.
That is a nice clay.
In the 1660s, the Connecticut colony had been around for about 20 years. The colony's governor drafted the Connecticut Charter, which has since been referred to as the forerunner to the Constitution.
Forerunner to the Constitution, everybody.
Fantastic document. He was so happy with it that he sailed over to England, got a meeting with the king.
The king!
And asked for his blessings on the charter. The king looked at it and was pretty happy with it. Went so far as to grant Connecticut rights to everything over to the Pacific Ocean.
Hey, we all can't be a winner there.
Which was pretty amazing. So he came back to Connecticut, and the Connecticut Charter hung in the tavern in Hartford. Where everybody could see it. Of course, the tavern was Hartford's meeting house. And
think you can put a softy bit on a clay pipe? Just wondering.
Usually a pretty busy place.
Usually a pretty busy place. Congratulations, you winners! You wieners! A bunch of wieners in there. Man alive. I tell you. I love seeing matches. Make sure you always go over there, check it out. Always want to keep that channel alive as much as possible. Hopefully, I hope his daughter does something with it, because that would be really, really cool. Also, I want to make sure that we also say happy birthday to a very special Mr. Martin Luther King Jr., who died just a few days after his birthday, 39 years old. 39 years old. That's a tough one. African American civil rights movement leader and clergyman who used civil disobedience to combat institutionalized racism. He is remembered best for his iconic "I Have a Dream," which he gave in front of the Lincoln Memorial during the 1963 March on Washington. He received the Nobel Prize in 1964. Absolutely. Very impactful. I hope that everybody also has a wonderful Martin Luther King weekend. If you're off on Monday, do something good. Do something good for everybody. Do something happy. Do something wonderful. Yeah, he was born January 15th, died April 4th. Sorry, I'm off. I'm not drunk either. That's the problem. Martin Luther King Jr. Day on Monday. Have a happy Martin Luther King weekend. Make sure you stay in touch. Spread the word of the channel. Let's have some fun. Let's get to it, everybody. We're gonna have some more tins. We're gonna do a giveaway soon. And if you want any specific videos, leave some comments in the video later on. Leave some comments down there. Smash the like button. Leave some comments. Tell me what kind of videos you would like to see, because I can't do 10 tobacco reviews with a nose that can't smell. Oh, also, Andrew, tell me where I can learn to smell again. I need to learn to smell. All right, everybody, y'all have a good night. We'll see you later.